Okay. Okay. All right. So, here's how this is going. I have no internet right now. So, it's been 2 days. If you're watching this on YouTube, we're good to go. I've got internet. I've uploaded it from my house, and everything's kosher. If you are finding this video on my phone, this is important that you go to JJ Lieberman Comedy on YouTube. I'm JJ Lieberman, and you upload this video for my 20 to 30 fans who will sit through this, because this is the greatest podcast for elite losers, and they are waiting for this. They are waiting for this. So if you find this video, upload it to YouTube. The greatest podcast for elite losers, number 16? Maybe? Maybe? And if you're watching this and enjoying this for yourself and not uploading it because you found gold, you're goddamn fucking right, you found gold. This is the greatest podcast for elite losers. I had an offer for a producer with a camera, and we were going to shoot it yesterday in a studio. And then I said, what would this fucking podcast be if we start shooting it in it would just be a normal podcast. It would be just me. I can't get studio time for 12 minutes either. I'll walk in. I have 3 ideas every podcast. 3 ideas. And then I've already forgot about 2 of them. And I'm like, yo. They turn on the lights. They get the camera rolling. They fucking test the mics. And it's 8 minutes long. The fucking people would be pissed. They're like, what are you doing? So I turned down the producer. We're sticking on this fucking camera, baby. We're sticking on this one phone, iPhone, the iPhone X from, I think, 2015. And yeah, we'll come into some money soon, and we'll do an upgrade. But anyways, that's how it is. No internet. Yesterday it was the first day. I'm subleasing from a guy who once a month it goes down, and he says he's got it on auto pay, but it's not every fucking month, and it's fine. I don't want to bother him because I got a great deal. So I just go to internet cafe, and not internet cafe, a coffee shop. I used to go to internet cafes before I had like a computer. This is in 2005, 2006. I was living in downtown Toronto. I got thrown out of my own apartment with my mother lived in because I came out to my mother and my sister. This is the first time I came out, and I had to go right back in. And my sister told me I was gonna die of AIDS, so I threw a dumbbell out the window and it hit the landlord's car. No, not the landlord's car. Who's the guy who fixes everything? He fixes the maintenance guy. The supers. Yeah, I threw it instead of hitting my chick because I'm a good dude. Instead of hitting my chick, my sister, because I don't hit chicks. I took a 5-pound dumbbell that they used to do on the cardio machine they had in my. I didn't even have a fucking room. They put a treadmill in the room I slept in, and I would have to sleep on the couch when I come home for the summers and Christmas. So I come home for Christmas. I'm like, hey, I'm home for 2 weeks, and they're like, there's a good couch in the living room. I'm like, okay, fantastic. Couldn't wait till I left for college. So, anyways, I came out, and my sister's like, I was telling her, and then I didn't tell anyone for another 10 years until I did comedy. And she's like, you're gonna die of AIDS. And instead of snapping and hitting her, I did the smart thing. I took a 5-pound dumbbell so they don't get them fucking wings, their fat wings under their arms. And I chucked it at the window, and it fucking went right through and hit the super's car. 8 floors up. 8 floors up. That makes a big dent when you throw 5 pounds out of the window. So I guess it smashed the car. So anyways, I was never allowed back in that apartment complex. Yeah, I'm sure my mother put up a big fight too. They're like, your son's not allowed back. And she goes, okay. So anyways, so I'm living downtown in Toronto. This is 2005. Very horny, very testosterone in my mid-20s. So I was like, yo, I gotta look at fucking smut on the internet. So I would go to cyber cafes, internet cafes in downtown Toronto. The grossest human beings. The gross. There'd be like people playing games, and then there'd be like people like there's a lot of gamers, Asian gamers, and then there'd be the occasional creep who was just like on gay.com trying to find a man. A direct. That's how the gays do it. They go direct. No fucking around here. Direct with the websites. And there'd be sprinkled around trying to find hookups. But yeah. So anyways. But yeah. So I had to go to a coffee shop with my computer and sit out there yesterday. Which is such a pain in the ass. I'm thinking like. The internet goes down when I wake up. So early morning, late morning, 10 a.m., 11 a.m. And I'm like, what am I going to do today? I'm like, staring at it. No computer? What the fuck am I going to... Hold on, let me see if I'm recording this. I'll be fucking pissed. Okay, it is recording. Greatest podcast for elite loser, baby. So, I'm sitting there, and like, I have a bunch of things to do. I have to write. I have to go to the gym. But my mind was like ruminating. There's no fucking internet. No internet. What are we going to do? We got to record the podcast. By the way, this weekend going to be in Baltimore with Ryan Long. Baltimore and Ryan Long. And DC Sunday night with Ryan Long. So Friday, Saturday, Baltimore. That's the 15th, 16th, 17th in DC. And I got 75 more candles. We need them. We need to sell these babies. So yeah, so I was just fucking annoyed about that, and it's still a day later. There's no internet, so I'm frustrated. I had to go to cyber cafe or the coffee shop again today, and yesterday I was just there. I was sitting there, I bring the dogs, and it's actually pretty relaxing. Some crazy chick, like but she didn't look crazy. That's the crazies now look like normal people. They're integrated. They know how to dress. And she was just like might have been 23, 24-year-old Asian chick. Very beautiful in shape. She was wearing a dress. And she just walked in and just was staring. She put her shit down and then was staring. And just like staring, 1,000-yard stare. And then I start getting nervous because I'm like, has my mind gone over to schizophrenia and I'm just seeing shit right now? Like, I don't even give a fuck about her pain right now because I'm worried that I'm schizophrenic right now. Am I the only one seeing shit? And I look around and there's other people looking at her. I'm like, whew, thank God. But dude, it was crazy. She's just standing there looking around. Just like 1,000-yard stare through everything. And just like against a wall. It was crazy. I can't even like explain. And then all of a sudden she goes to the table, and the one chick goes to her, and she's like, "Are you okay?" Fucking woman privilege. If that was a guy just staring, cops would be there. They'd be like, "Hey, there's a crazy." She's like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Do you need anything?" And she goes, "I need space." This is like a packed coffee shop in Brooklyn. And so the Brooklyn baristas start coming over. We need to make space. What do you fucking know? You barely make a latte good. You know how to deal with this situation? I said to them, just call 911, get her the fuck out of here. Trying to use the internet. I don't have the internet at home. This mentally ill human is ruining my time right now. My dogs are uncomfortable. It's crazy. It just also shows me in that situation how uncomfortable I was. It's like, yo, people are crazy now. That some like 105, 23-year-old Asian chick can get me uncomfortable in society. I'm like, I was just watching to see what, like, is she grabbing anything when she got in her hands? Yeah. Crazy moment. Crazy moment in Brooklyn. Too many fucking people in this city. That's what happens. Too many people. I always think about that too. Shit hits the fan. I've got like a decent place, but I'm on the first floor. Like, do I get easy access for the fucking illegals who are now here? For the illegals who are now here. I live in a building where I'm sure there's a family of illegals. I just don't want to yell that out, just in case. I think they're above me too. But they only have one key, and there's just like different people coming in and out. And some of them just wait at the door, and I'll let them in. I don't give a fuck. I'll let them in solidarity, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I'm also an immigrant from Canada. And then I was saying this once. I saw one. She had a bag of groceries. It was an older woman, and I guess she was like the grandmother, the abuela. And I let her in. She said, thank you. I'm like, yo, don't thank me with words. Thank me with one of your fucking authentic Mexican home-cooked meals. Or Venezuelan. I don't know what kind of brown they are. But definitely Spanish-speaking brown. I was like, yo, let me get one of them fucking cornmeal sandwiches. I love cornmeal. I've gone from flour to, yo, get me some cornmeal. And that's the most delicious of them. But anyways, other than that, not much going on because we just recorded something, but I just wanted to update people just in case this doesn't get it doesn't get on YouTube and it's found on this phone that I don't have the internet and it's been a rough 24 hours. We're doomed as society. That's how I know. After 12 hours, if I can't be on the internet. I was reading a book last night. I have a book from a year ago, Nelson Mandela's autobiography. Takes so slow. Just give me fucking few pages of words of encouragement, how you got through living in jail, being in jail, wrongfully arrested. But it's he has his, even the way he was courted. This is how you know certain people are good human beings and then certain people are me and you. Clearly, if you're watching this, you're part of that. You're not, if you're watching this, you're definitely not in the error under the umbrella of Nelson Mandela. But he courted his girl, his wife. He's there was a whole courting process. Fuck that. Let me stick my dick in your hole. That's how I approach those. But his whole thing, it was a whole to-do with getting women. A whole to-do for Nelson to getting women. Where I'm just I look at them. Maybe that's because I come from the gay world, but I look at it I'm a predator. When I see, I probably should not put that word out there. Yo, if I ever get me too'd. On March 16th, 2024, he calls himself a predator on his own podcast. Yeah, but I don't act as a predator. I see someone and then I just circle them, but I don't act on it. I just circle them, you know what I'm saying? I don't attack. But, yeah, anyways, the only podcast for elite losers. Oh, the one thing I did want to say, I'm going to try it as a bit. Maybe. Who knows? I used to always, I always go and step on stage, and I fix my fly. I don't know why that's so embarrassing. I really don't. I don't get that. And someone's like, your fly's undone. I'm like, you're looking at my cock. Big fucking deal. You're the one who just outed yourself. You little cock gazer. Little wandering eyes. It's even the food in the teeth. I don't know why it's so embarrassing to tell someone that they have food in their teeth. I don't get that. You're not going up to them hey, I caught you fucking a kid. I think that's good stuff. Anyways, we'll see. This one's a short one. It feels short. I was a little sick. Didn't feel good, man. I've been pounding fluids. I took 2 days off in a row, which I don't like to take from stand-up. I could have done a show on Sunday night. I wasn't feeling great. My theory is I ate candy on Saturday night at 2 a.m. and then I slept shitty and I got sick. But now we're feeling 85%. We took the COVID test, came back negative. So I was that's the other thing too. I'm not feeling great and I do need the internet right now. I just need to watch Tim Pool. I want to watch a 2-hour thing of Tim Pool talking about those leftist cucks or whatever. But anyways, I appreciate you guys always coming by, supporting. Hopefully see some of you guys out in Baltimore and or DC next weekend, Boston on the 23rd, and then the 28th and the 29th. And I think the 29th and the 30th I'm going to be at the Funny Bone with Che Arena in March in Orlando. And then the 12th to the 14th in Atlanta with Ryan, April 12th to the 14th. So appreciate you guys coming out and buying candles, enjoying comedy, and maybe we'll use some of these these new bits, the food in the teeth bit. I should have just said it and not said, "Hey man, I'm thinking about this as a bit." Then it would have felt organic. Now, and this just happened too. I don't know why. I watched a comedian once, literally 8 years ago. My buddy did a showcase set, a 5 minute set, and his fly was undone. And the host said, like, the funniest thing about his set was his fly was undone the whole time, and the crowd erupted. Who fucking cares? Maybe I want you to see my cock. Anyways, have a great week. 15 minutes.